It's time that we please get realistic with the freaking handball rule because things are simply getting out of hand. So look, I just want to make something very clear here. This has nothing to do with Vinny. This has nothing to do with this has nothing to do with Vinny or Real Madrid. Real Madrid are not at fault. People say, "Oh, Real Madrid are cheating." You can't say Real Madrid are cheating when the referee is the guy who gave the decision, unless you have proof. Now, here's the thing: unless you have proof that Perez paid the referee, and you can actually see a money trail of Perez paying the referees to make sure that they would get to the result, and that's fine. So until you give me that hard evidence that the referee was paid by Florentino Perez and it was in cash money, then fine. Until then, no, you can't say Madrid or Real Madrid cheating. No, it's just the incompetence of referees and just how the handball rule is completely stupid. So let's go here. So let's go into our guy here right now. Let's make that red. So this is the defender right here. Does anybody tackle with their hands back? I just want to ask people right now. So this is his left hand, but this is the key. This is his left hand, this is the one that does the that commits the offense. When you look at his left arm, is there any other way your left arm can be? See, this is where we just need to be realistic and not stupid. If you're going for a sliding tackle, your arms have to be this way. There is nobody that slide tackles within the very quick way that football is being played with the hands behind their back. That is stupid. That is unrealistic. Human beings don't do that. So what the defender is doing is fine. This is the natural position he needs to be in to try to make this tackle, which he does make, to stop Vinny from saying also, because if he doesn't make this tackle, Vinny is going to be thrown a goal and he's going to score because it's freaking Vinny Jr. So the key thing here, actually, let me make it to this so you guys can even see even better. So where he is right now, that arm there, that's a natural position. That is a natural position for his arm, right there. That is a simply natural position for his arm. So here's the question. Again, you have to think about playing football right now. Anybody who's played football, are you able, after a sliding tackle, when we know where his arm was, to, in a split second, remove your arm? So this is where his arm is right there. So his arm is right there. So the question is his arm in an unnatural position? No, scratch that. Is this the natural movement of what someone would be and where someone would be after they do a sliding tackle? Because if you've played football and you've done a sliding tackle, it is very realistic that your arm is going to end up here and then the ball is going to be right there. Because you'd need to literally be Superman or see the future too in a split second. As you're seeing, because I think the ball is right here. In a split second, quickly remove your arm so your ball can't go there. It's not realistic. It's simply not realistic. So my thing here is, so this is where he's now ended up here. Because my thing is, so this is the question, which is why he needs to go to VR. Was the defender intentionally trying to handle the ball? Because by his arm being there, if you view that without context, it's like, oh no, your arm is in a natural position and you've handled it. But the question is, was his hand really in a natural position? If we look at how he went to tackle the ball, again, let's just go back here. So if we look here, at how he's going to tackle the ball, is it realistic to expect him when he's done the slide tackle to quickly move his left arm out of the way to make sure he doesn't hand the ball? It's not realistic. That's not realistic, because there's a difference between a intentional handball and a mistaken handball, but specifically a handball that comes within the natural motion of football. And this is a handball that comes through the natural motion of making a slide tackle. So yes, by the letter of the law, it is a handball because the ball went to his hand. And the letter of the law says that if the ball hits your hand in the penalty area, it's a handball. But you have to be realistic. Because the question is, this is the key question. Was this unavoidable? Some would say, yeah, it was unavoidable because it's like as soon as you slide tackle, he should have been aware that his arm was back there and he moves through. Because here's the thing. Hold on. Let me even bring it through. What would normally happen is if he was to make this tackle, the ball may just stop here, but the ball actually went back. But what would normally happen is if, like, normally you make the sliding tackle, the ball will just remain there. So the ball will just remain there and it will never go towards your hand. But just by the way things happen, just because of just how life happens, the ball actually went back. And that is how that is the way he handled this over there. So the question is, was this unavoidable? My answer is it was unavoidable. Because if you're making a slide tackle, how are you in a split second of your slide tackle supposed to quickly remove your arm out of the way? That's unrealistic. That is simply unrealistic. That does not make any sense. So again, this has nothing to do with Real Madrid. This is all to the stupidity of refereeing. Simply the stupidity of refereeing. So again, this guy's making... So guys, so that is where the defender is right there. Defender is right there. Are you telling me that with the motion of making a last-ditch slide tackle, he should have had the split-second awareness that as soon as I make the slide tackle, I should quickly move my arm out of the way before the ball hits me? Guys, listen to what I'm saying. Again, if you've not played football, this is not for you. Please, you can unsubscribe or just press stop. If you've never played football, this is not for you. I'm speaking to the guys who've played football. I'm speaking specifically to people who have played football and have made a slide tackle. When you make a last-ditch slide tackle, are you able, in a split second, to quickly move your arm out of the way because you need your arm to support you going down? Are you able to move your arm quickly out of the way so that the ball does not hit your hand? It doesn't make like no, you can't. If you've played football, you will know that no, you can't. You can't do that. It's impossible. It's simply impossible. So to tell me that this action was somehow intentional. Oops. Oh, what's happened to me? So it was somehow intentionally. Okay, intentionally. This is what you know how I can spell that. To tell me that was intentional is being stupid. It's being stupid. You know, I mean, look, let's just be real. Real Madrid, they got a lucky break. Again, it's not their fault. It's just that we need to look at these laws of football and we just need to be realistic, because I think the issue we have here is these people making these decisions, they don't play football. That's the key thing. These referees, these fire guys, they don't play football. Because if you play football, not even at a high level, even at a semi-pro level, if you played football, you would know that I can't give that as handball. I simply can't. Because it is unrealistic to expect him within that action of making the slide tackle to, in a split second, remove his arm out of the way before the ball hits his hand in such a quick split second action. That's not realistic. So This just shows you, and this is what I'm fighting for on this channel, is we need to understand the spirit of the law and understand what the law means, because to give this as handball shows that these referees, these guys who make the rules, simply do not watch football. No, they simply don't understand football and they don't play football at any level. So right now, stats is the main thing.
Yeah,
Nobody watches any. These scouts don't watch this game.
Because there's more money in it. No, you're lying.
No, hold up. So this is your boy Bill. He literally, that's the keyword. He has to just fling himself. To watch the rest of this vid, think about becoming a Football Hut member. If you're a desktop merchant, just click on the join button below, over here. Or if you're a mobile phone merchant, just click on the join button below the video over here and join the true elite content crack addicts. Peace.